go take a day trip today. I'm in my 2016 Ford 250. Haven't ran it a whole lot, so I don't know. I guess today could be like a shakedown cruise, more or less. So I'm gonna go drive it a little bit. I'm heading out to a recreation site called Twin Lakes Recreation Area. It's on Bureau of Land Management ground, BL. It's about an hour and 52 minutes, somewhere in there away. Ways. I have to drive out here by Davenport, Washington, out in what is known as the Scablands, or channeled Scablands, that were, I guess, carved out tens of thousands of years ago from the glacial floods. Kind of an interesting place. There's a lot of potholes, small lakes, and places to hike. So we're gonna go check that out. Got my 2 dogs loaded up. That's mostly the purpose of this trip today, is to get these 2 dogs, Daisy and Dixie, out and give them a good run. They've been cooped up in the kennel, and they are just driving me nuts. So I got to get them out, get them a good run. They're working dogs. They're both labs. Well, Daisy's a brown lab, full bred. Dixie's is a cross between a lab and a blue tick hound. I'll tell you a story about her later. But anyway, they're hunting dogs, and they always want to go. So I got to get them out. Anyway, I want to drive this truck too, and I just want to get the feel for it and see what it's going to do. Anyway, on trips like this, also I got this Delmore map, small scale, but I took a picture of where I'm going to be at. I sent that to my wife, so she knows where I'm going, where I'll be at, in case I don't return. That's never happened before, though. But it's always good to have that contingency, because if you're by yourself and you take off and something odd happens, and it could be a while before help gets to you. So, if I don't return by like 6 o'clock tonight, she can put the rescue mission together and make some calls and say he's out here, he's here. So go look here for the old guy. Okay, done with my hike out here at Twin Lakes. But this is the part of the video I'm going to put at the beginning. It's going to be a bit of a tease, just a little bit of a tease. So, did I or didn't I capture a balloon? And was it a Chinese spy balloon? You're going to have to watch the video to figure that one out. Yeah, one more. I'll just zoom around here. Great place to hang out in the springtime. And as I go out, I'm going to throw down some GPS locations for boondock camping. You can see there isn't a whole lot out here. Starting to get into the channeled Scablands that I was talking about earlier. I had to make a pit stop, so old combine out there, been sitting there a long time. Kind of wonder what the story is, don't you? And there she is, the Super Duty King Ranch. I love it. It's turning out to be, so far, I'm loving driving it. Let's get on with this day trip. Well, this looks like a turn off. Sign says Twin Lakes. So we'll go down this little chickadee sitting on the post there. We'll go down the road here just a little bit until it looks like we got a place to take off and go hiking. Here you see that's why they call it the channel Scablands. This is where the ancient floods came down through and carved out these channels. Oh look, I just find a Chinese spy balloon? What the heck? That's kind of interesting. Oh, no Chinese spy balloon, it just says congrats on it. Who knows where that thing came from? I've worked in the woods quite a bit. I always find these things floating around. Somebody's let them go in probably Seattle or someplace, and they end up out here. So I don't know, I'll go pick up the garbage and take it home with me. So no Chinese spy balloon today. There's my 2 dogs. The black one that's talking, that's Dixie, and there's Daisy. So go run, give them a good run here. We'll walk up along this old Jeep trail, looks like kind of on the rim of the canyon here, and just kind of explore the area. Twin Lakes, so there's going to be a lake up here. Can't see that one yet. Then there's this lake right there, the lower lake, kind of a land bridge between them. So let's get some gear on and let's explore the area a little bit. Yeah, hiking around out here in the Scablands, you find old remnants. That's been there a long time. That's an old axle to a wagon. There was a tongue for it. Who knows what they were doing or the story behind that. But a lot of history here in these canyons. So just imagine 10,000 years ago or so, the glacial floods coming down through here. Rock, mud, ice, big ice chunks. There hadn't been lots of water. It had been up over these bluffs. That's what scoured all this out. The water coming through here, so it had been up over these bluffs. You would have not want to been standing where I'm standing when those floods came through. So what happened was the ice glaciers flowed out of Canada, came down and dammed the Clark Fork River and backed up a lake called Lake Missoula. It probably happened several times over tens of thousands of years. It would back up this huge and pound this huge lake. And I imagine the pressure from all that water building up behind the glacier would just all of a sudden lift that glacier up or bust it, and it would just a violent flow of water came down, and it came across these prairies and scoured out all this. This is why they call it the Channel Scablands. Very interesting country. Let's go explore a little bit more. So a quick check of my Garmin here. This is an older model, but it still works just fine. It says I'm at 1,952 feet. I've traveled 1.04 miles. My other Dixie, the crazy dog, she's down there below this cliff. She's trying to find a way back up to me, so I guess better walk back around here and get her. Hey, come here! Let's go back around this way, stupid. Come on. There she go. Make it over there and get a drink out of the creek. I think that's where she's going. She wants some water. So anyway, there looks like a Jeep trail that heads back up that way. I think I'll walk up that, make a loop, and come back to the truck. Looks like it would be a good loop also, just to cross that creek right there and walk down the other side, but maybe another day. And you upland bird hunters, I don't know. That looks pretty good. We haven't seen any birds, but I suspect there might be some quail and partridges and maybe a pheasant or two. So who knows without really getting out here and trying. So I'm gonna walk back up this way. I gotta collect my dog that got down here below this cliff. She's down there in the creek. She loves the water. So anyway, let's get hiking and we'll make a loop back around with the truck. And we'll see what happens after that. Okay, there's my captured balloon. Oh man. Anyway, I've used this thing doesn't seem to want to keep much battery juice in it, and it's telling me that it's low on power, so I'm gonna put it in the truck and get it recharged, and we'll take a slow drive out of here back to, I think I'll pop into Harrington and see what that little town looks like. So, trip update, we're at home. Looks like I drove an elapsed time of 4.45 hours, 182 miles, burned about 10.5 gallons of fuel. Looks like average fuel miles per gallon was 17.4. Still not too bad, I guess. Anyway, if you like the video, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one.